everyone, this is Sir Alexander. This is a recording. I'm just doing some tips and tricks for all three different races. I'll be doing it for all three races. This is for the Terran especially. I really want to show the people at RPG.net in the tournament at least how to wall in and how to start a standard Terran opener. I'll be doing this for Protoss and Zerg as well. I've been noticing that a lot of people in the tournaments are not walling in. Even when they're Terrans and Protoss against a Zerg, you're not walling in. This is a very, very bad mistake, and you really need to learn how to wall in if you're going to progress in the game. People who are in the tournament and the guy who plays you in the next round is going to come watch these commentaries and see how you play. When he sees that you do not wall in, he will be Zerg, and I guarantee you he will either 6-pull you or he will be Protoss and do a 3-gate rush on you, and because you do not wall in, he will own you and you will lose. And it's a very bad thing when you lose, and I know that most of you don't want to lose, so I'm giving these videos to show you some standard wall-ins and also just a couple tips and tricks, some things that I've seen that people aren't doing. So obviously, first thing you want to do is get your SCVs moving to mine, and you can select them. You can select them in 2 groups and tell these guys to go there and these guys to go there. Always put your command center as Control 1 and learn the hotkey. S is the hotkey for another SCV, so you can just do that real easy. S for SCV, so very simple. Always Control 1 this, so then you can just hit 1 and SCV. So my first guy is going to go out. I'm going to put a supply depot. Where's my ramp? Where on earth is my ramp? Oh, there's my ramp. I spawned in the top position. Anyways, so this first guy is going to go out. I'm going to put a supply depot there. It's really your choice exactly where you want to put your supply depot. And oops, I'm sorry, my bad. I really did not. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put that supply depot up yet because then I just slowed down my harvester. I'm going to go ahead and queue up my next worker. And then as soon as the supply depot is done, I will be starting on my racks. So I'm not queuing up another worker after this because I want to get an early racks just in case they're rushing me. For the example, in this replay, since a lot of people will be rushing you. So I've got my guy right here. So now I'm gonna put this right there. That barracks. If I was a Protoss player, it'd be a little bit different. And I'm sorry there, I messed up my micro. I actually clicked on that and hit instead of just hitting the letter 1. Also, when you upgrade to an orbital command, it'll be much nicer because you can just hit 1 and then hit the hotkey for a mule, whichever it is. I don't have it memorized. And then land down your mules. Anyway, so I'm going to bring over... Now, if he is 6-pulling you, his spawning pull is probably finishing somewhere right around now, give or take a couple seconds. I'm not exactly sure on what the exact time is, and I'm sorry because I'm talking, I'm forgetting to produce SCVs. So now I do have 200 crystals. This is one of the only times in the game where you'll want 200 crystals because I'm about to start a marine, and then I'm going to tell this guy to build a bunker right there. Now this is a kind of little bit of an unusual wall-in. You can switch this around some. In fact, this is actually a pretty poor wall-in. I'll be restarting it to show you some different ones. Anyways, my first marine is coming out. As soon as that is done, I will start my second one because... And I'm messing up my build order because I'm talking right now. So I want to keep SCVs, keep going queued up. I want to get a refinery because I'll put a tech lab down on that. There we go. Oh, that's another tip. If you do a wall-in where you can't get your SCV through, then something you can do is just put them in a bunker and then unload them. And then put them back in the bunker, set the bunker spawn point there and unload them so you can funnel guys through. Always keep your barracks producing. You'll probably want a second barracks to go down. Keep your SCVs training, and now I'm supply blocked. I'm sorry, I'm talking, so I'm not quite with it. I'm going to go ahead and restart and show you a slightly different wall-in, one that'll be more effective. This one, the wall-in that I did wasn't really that great. It's much better if you can have your barracks closer to the line. There we go, so Control 1 that. Well, actually, no, I need to keep mining. So let me turn the speed up just a second. Okay, speed is up. So I just need to wait. Just hang with me here until I get some minerals. I'll try and pay a little bit more attention so I can show you a stronger opening. So what I'm going to do is get a supply depot here, racks, bunker, and then I will go straight to, and then I'll get a refinery right after that. And you want to keep producing SCVs this entire time. Now, right about, drop that off. Wait, no, you did. Never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna put the supply depot right there this time. There we go. I'll put the bunker, the bunker here, and then the racks elsewhere right in here. I'm not exactly sure how many spaces. I'm not that good on blistering sands. I really haven't played this map that much, so I don't know the wall in quite as well. Anyways, so after that SCV, I'm gonna wait for a minute before I produce my next one, because just in case they rush me, I want to get that bunker, that barracks up. So I'm gonna put that barracks. Oh boy, wow. I'm gonna put that barracks there, and then start that SCV. Somebody can correct me on the Terran openers here. I guess you could put another supply depot here. I'm not exactly sure what's the best on blistering sands. I'm much better on Metalopolis, and I'm sorry, I forgot to build a worker. So I'm going to go ahead and start a refinery, because I'm going to get we'll have to lift that off and fly it somewhere else and land it, but that's fine. Really, the matter is getting some early Marines out, and I'm forgetting to use my hotkeys again. Okay, so this is almost done. Queue up my next worker, and as soon as you are finished, he will build a barracks, a bunker right there. So again, here you have a pretty good wall in, and I could lift off and build a reactor core, but I really don't want to yet. I don't have the stuff, so I'm gonna go get 2 of these guys on there, start another reactor. Another thing is you can click on an SCV and hotkey them for 2. This works much better as Protoss, because you have because you can just warp in stuff, but usually you want to keep like an SCV on 3 or something, so you can just hit 3, and you don't have to go look for them. You can double click 3 and it'll bring you right to them, or you can just hit 3, click, and there you go, got a building going up. So my APM is probably actually pretty high right there after doing that, and then 1 SCV, there another SCV is going up. Oh, now because I'm not Protoss, I can't hit 3 at that again. Now you always want to keep your bunkers. I always keep my bunkers on 2. That's really preference. Command center is 1, bunker is 2. So now I can just hit 1. There goes an SCV. 2. There goes another Marine. Actually, I didn't have enough minerals anyways. So I'm harvesting more gas because I'm gonna put down a factory. I'm not sure if I would actually do this in a real game. I'd probably wait to get that second gas up. I just put it up because I had so many minerals floating around. But so then I'm gonna put up a factory as soon as I get enough minerals, which is right now. So I'm gonna lift off this command center. Now this again is totally personal preference what you do here from here on out, really. Core on this one, and then I'm gonna lift off this, land it there, select my SCV, and build a factory here. So that keeps my wall in up. While this is building a tech lab, this is going to build a refinery. This is going to build, what is the tech lab hotkey? There you go. He's going to build a tech lab, and this guy's going to build a reactor. So this whole time, I've had this base walled in. Now, if Zerglings come, they're going to bump around up here, and they can't get in, and my Marines will shoot at them. It's especially even more effective if you put a Marauder in here. Now, another good Terran strategy. I'm going to put up my engineering bay, because I'm going to need that, and keep producing. There you go. So now what I want to do is double-click these guys, and have them on hotkey 2. Now another thing though is you usually want to have, cancel that Marine, usually you'll want your tech labs on 2 and your reactors on 3. That way you can hit your tech lab and train your Marauder, hit your reactor and train dual Marines, and then send your Marines over here and your Marauders. Do not forget to do this concussion shells. Anyways, so you can drop this supply depot, which the hotkey is R, and then get them through and then raise it. And then another great thing is to put a sensor tower right there. This is an excellent thing to do as the Terran. It's very inexpensive. A sensor tower is, how much is a sensor tower? 125 and 100. But this is very handy. It gives you a large area of the map. And if you want to get even better, go ahead and put a sensor tower right. Oh wait, that's a supply depot. Put a sensor tower right in the extreme corners of your base. And this, you gonna show me how much you see? For some reason it's not showing up how much you see, but you'll see a large area of the map with that. And then from there on out, it's totally just a gameplay. You know, do whatever you want. I'm out of supply depots because I really wasn't paying attention. But so there's some wall-ins for the Terran player on this map. This is a pretty good one. You can always drop that and raise it. And also you can salvage this whenever you need to. Just unload it and salvage it, and you'll get that. You can. Oh wait, they can't get in because I salvaged it. Also, you can funnel guys through. Just tell them to get in, click on it, tell the spawn point to go here, and then move out. So always remember, you'll want your I always have command centers are 1, Raxes with tech labs are 2, Raxes with reactors are 3, factories are 4, starports are 5. If you want to get really in depth, you can start like doing your engineering bays and things like that, and armories. But I really don't bother with that because I can just click on it. I don't even memorize the hotkeys for this. I just click on it because it's so simple. Anyways, next I'm going to do a Protoss, so please join me for that. And this is just against a computer, but I'm trying to show y'all some wall-ins and openers and other tips and tricks. I don't remember any late game tips for the Protoss, though. If you don't know, a Banshee Rush is always very effective, very good, and very cheesy. So oh yeah, and I have 1,000. Always a bad thing. That means bad player. Somebody should smack me. Alright, thank you for joining me for this, and hope you'll join me for the Protoss one. And go RPG.net, and can't wait to cast more from the tournament.